"200 years ago, when our great-great-great-grandfathers moved from various countries down to trade, and on reaching the northern part of the country, specifically Salaga area, some of them dispersed and everybody took his own way. Fortunately, our grandfather came this way.
Salatu ala nabi والسلام على الرسول والأنبياء المرسلين كلهم مكرمون.
Hozda simply stands for development. Basically, it's about development.
And the prophets who were sent, all of them were honored.
Hozda started as a group of individuals who meet monthly at an Islamic school in Nima, popularly called Research, to promote networking among the citizens of Hozda Zongo living in Accra and its environs.
2009, our brothers and sisters living outside the town came together and brought an idea that what do we do to help the Zongo community. So they organized themselves and through dialogue started their meeting in Accra quietly, and then Hozda started. Some of us were invited to Accra. We went, we met on several occasions, put the idea why we want to establish Hozda came about. We all deliberated and we saw that it is a good thing.
Hozda has been established to bring the youth together to accelerate the development of our great community, Hozda Zongo.
Gaskiya mu nan as a Hozda as all muna da ahlus sunna wa tijaniya, amma mu duka mun zama baci guda ne, muna aiki yanda ya kamata. Kuma ga wanga kungiyar da muke da shi na Hozda shine ke jagorancin mu zuwa komai duka muke so mu yi a cikin wannan Hozda. Kuma sarakuna da imamai da malumma duka baki daya, babu goyewa dangane bangare kaza bangare kaza, mu duka baki guda muke gamawa muna aiki baki daya. Kuma bisa ga jagoranci Hozda su ne suke ci gaba, kuma muna bi, kuma muna taimaka musu yadda ya kamata.
The formation of Hozda is the brainchild of the current executives of Hozda, the chairman, the general secretary, and all the others that came up with the idea. And since its formation, it has undergone through several transformations.
This meeting, which started somewhere around 2007, resulted in greater participation in social events of members. By 2008, the membership was growing with some shift of focus from networking and participation in social events into what members can actually do to promote the development of Hozda Zongo community back home.
Blessings be upon Nabi, peace be upon the messenger and the prophets who were sent, all of them were
this project started with a few of us who made just to socialize, and upon this socialization we meet in marriages, naming ceremonies and all that. Then we realized that no, I think we thought that we could do better by bringing this socialization to a fruitful enterprise that could bring development to our community, Hozda Zongo.
Hozda stands for Hozda Zongo Development Association. This association was registered with the Youth Council in Director General in 2010. It started in July. And since then we never look back, so after the registration we went ahead and do the launching. And we did the launching in November 13th, 2010. So since this inception 2010, Hozda has never looked back but continue on our aims.
آدم إدريس نوح صالح إبراهيم لوط إسماعيل إسحاق يعقوب يوسف أيوب شعيب موسى هارون ذو الكفل داود سليمان إلياس اليسع يونس.
A constitution was drafted and adopted in November 2008, leading to the official registration in 2010.
So we started our official meetings at Research, the popular Islamic Education Center at Nima. And so we meet there monthly, and this meeting grew beyond Research, and so we moved to Nima, the community center, and that was where we actually had a lot of our members meeting, and so this led to the birth of Hozda in short.
And we came back to inform our elders, and Hozda came into being. That's the Hozda Zongo Development Association, and in fact it is one of the vibrant associations as far as the Muslim community in Ghana is concerned. And since then, Hozda has been improving every year, every day, every month.
On November 13, 2010, Hozda was inaugurated under the theme Empowering the Zongo Youth for Socio-Economic Development of Ghana at the Teachers Hall in Accra, with a delegation of chiefs and elders from the Gwi Traditional Council, representing Togbega Gabusu, the Sith. Chiefs, imams, and citizens from Hozda Zongo were there in their numbers, giving a picture as if the entire Zongo was at the Teachers Hall.
We are targeting a lot of development projects back home in terms of schools, in terms of our Makaranta, Islamic schools, which we cherish because we want our children to benefit from the Islamic and the secular education. We are also targeting our general hospital. Maybe we will adopt one of the wards, female ward or the children's ward, so that we can support it. We're also looking at water and drainage within Hawaii and in particular within the Zongo community. We can only assist the municipal council by ourselves managing our sources.
So let me just run down some of the objectives or pillars, 3 key pillars on which Hozda is formed. The first key pillar is education, and the second one is about the health, and the third one is about what? Hozda Zongo community what? Development. So we realize that Hozda Zongo we have a lot of potentials. We have a lot of young guys, young female, young male who are doing very well, but poverty, the word poverty is a bane in our Hozda Zongo community, especially for the youth to progress from junior high school to senior high school, and from senior high school, especially from senior high school to tertiary institution. So we realize that the first pillar we need to tackle to enable Hozda Zongo reverse back to its old glory is about to tackle the issue about what? Education. So what we do is to roll out the scholarship scheme to try to help our brothers and sisters who are very brilliant but needy. Then to the issue of health, why are we interested in the health? Our second pillar, we say our second pillar is the health. Because we realize there is a healthy community which can cushion you, which have a strong to really drive the Zomo community to the great height or wherever we want to achieve. So we realize that we cannot only be talking of the education if our people are not healthy, if our people are not strong. So Hozda put it as a second pillar to make sure that we take care of the health of our people. And the third, but not the least, is about what? It's about community development. So we realize that even though we talk about education, which is very good, we talk about the health, we know that in the long run, all these two can bring the development. But what can we do now to start the development in our own zone? Especially when it comes to the sanitation issue, when it comes to the land ownership, when it comes to the community needs like a library and all those things that the community needs to actually stand on the feet, so that when it comes to the community, so that yes, this is a complete community on its own. So these are the three key pillars on which Hozda is formed: education, health, and what? Development.
So in short, Hozda has now grown into a very huge organization. We've achieved a lot for ourselves. We have membership across the globe. We have the Accra group. We have a group in Hogwe. We have group in Kumasi. We have Hozda Ho. We have Hozda Americas. We have Hozda Europe. We have Hozda Asia. And so we have Hozda in South Africa and all. So Hozda has really grown, and we are very thankful to our membership.
All of them were honored. Adam, Idris, Nuh, Hud, Saleh, Ibrahim, Lut,
I want to say that I'm indeed very privileged and honored to be part and parcel of this vibrant association that has at the center of its focus the development of its people and the community based on Islamic values, and also the development of ourselves and our younger brothers, sisters and brothers in attaining secular education, and also promoting unity and tenacity of purpose. So far, among other key objectives of Hozda since its establishment, it has chalked series of successes to the admiration of most regions in Ghana. So far, so good. The educational trust fund, the physical infrastructure development, the sports activities that has brought almost all the community members for sports activities has been tremendously successful. I would say that yes, if I want to catalog the successes that Hozda has chalked, I will not be able to end within the time allotted for me. Suffice to say that indeed, all these bold steps that the association has embarked upon, devoid of any rancor and animosity and any racial or ethnical issues, it will grow and go further.
Zungu is where we were all born and bred, schooled there. We are privileged to have left, and we are all here trying to survive. But what can we do back home in terms of helping the other ones come up to our level? We are doing all this not because we have, but because we are unified in purpose. We really have come together to make sure that all Zungulis, we pool our resources together, be it money, knowledge, whatever it takes to make sure that we give back to the society that has made us.
In November 2011, exactly a year after the inauguration, Hozda held its first ever homecoming event, which saw a lot of citizens from Accra, Kumasi, Ho, Germany and other parts of the country participating.
I want to say that very few communities think of organizing themselves to support others to advance in education. This, I think, is the first of its kind in the Hopewell municipality, and it is something other communities have to copy. I am therefore very happy and grateful that it is my own people, the area that I live, that has taken the first step. Therefore, just like you have planned that now you have 3 daughters and in 5 years you would like to have 5 daughters. I think with this move, in 10 years you will have more than 10 daughters. On this note, I therefore declare this the launching of the Zongo Community Education Fund duly launched.
Activities at the event include medical screening,
blessings be upon Nabi, peace be upon the messenger and the prophets who were sent, all of them were honored. Adam, Idris, Nuh, Saleh, إبراهيم لوط إسماعيل إسحاق يعقوب يوسف أيوب شعيب موسى هارون ذو الكفل داود سليمان إلياس اليسع يونس زكريا يحيى عيسى والآخر الخاتم الأنبياء محمد المصطفى. الصلاة على النبي والسلام على الرسول والأنبياء المرسلين كلهم مكرمون. Blessings be upon Nabi, peace be upon the messenger and the prophets who were sent, all of them were honored. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله. 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 آدم إدريس نوح صالح إبراهيم لوط إسماعيل إسحاق يعقوب يوسف أيوب شعيب موسى هارون ذو الكفل داود سليمان إلياس اليسع يونس زكريا يحيى عيسى والآخر الخاتم الأنبياء محمد المصطفى. الصلاة على النبي والسلام على الرسول والأنبياء المرسلين كلهم مكرمون.
Clean-up exercise within the community and a Durbar attended by the Gwi traditional chiefs and the MCE of Hohoi on the 13th of November 2011.
In education, let me just catalog some of the achievements that we've already achieved. So far, let me take the scholarship and financial assistance. So I'll start from the primary school to JSS. So far, we were able to assist 4 people. We are giving the full scholarship from B4 to JSS 3. When we say full scholarship, yes, we take care of everything of their fees, therefore PTA, sports, exams, and every year we make sure that we give them brand new uniform. So anything that has to do with our finances from primary to JSS level, we make sure that we provide. In addition to all the exercise books, and this is why we take care of 4 needed by brilliant students from P4 up to JSS 3. And out of that, we continue with one particular person who really performed well after that. So we were able to assist him to get admission at the Bishop Hema High School. So we make sure that we continue paying the school fees until he completes it. And hopefully, this particular year, he will be fine to enter into the tertiary institution. Then let's go to the tertiary front. What are we able to achieve since the inception of Hozda 2010? We were able to give as much as 6 people financial assistance into the tertiary institution. In 2016-2017 year, we assisted one brother who had admission at Asheshi University to pursue B-Science Administration Accounting option, and we will assist one of our sisters at Pantan Midwifery School to pursue the midwifery, that's 2016-2017 academic year. And when we come to 2017-2018 academic year, we assist another sister of ours who pursue the science administration marketing option at the University of Professional UPS. Yes, apart from that, we have our sister too, who is also pursuing the midwifery at Ohoi Midwifery. Then we had another brother too, who also had admission to offer political science at the University of Ghana. We have one brother too, who also had admission at the University of Development Studies to pursue development work in education. So in short, these are the 6 key people that we assisted to enter into various universities, the midwifery and nursing school, at the same time to other tertiary institutions. So I think Hozda has come that far, and we are still pursuing to make sure that we continue in this path this very year. So you should all watch out.
My name is Muhammad Nazif. Well, Hozda is indeed working hard to eradicate all kinds of nuisanity in our community. It has given us scholarship to further our education at the university level. I urge my brothers and sisters in Hohwe Zongo should try to engage themselves in search for knowledge. Good lives are always regulated by knowledge. Hozda is ever ready to help them at all angles. God bless you all. God bless Hozda.
Salam alaikum. I want to thank Hozda for the financial assistance given me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to further my education. God bless the Hozda family.
Hozda, alhamdulillah, ya yi matuka aiki. Lokacin da muka samu matsala sosai mu da yan gari da sauransu, wurin binnewa mu ma na waya ne, amma wannan Hozda shi ya saya da kokarin yan gari aka je aka nemi wuri, ba wurin wasa ba ne. Mun samu na da shi kamar wurin more than 12 acres da aka sai for mabinna, kuma akwai ababai da yawa da Hozda ke so su yi gaba. Akwai filin da aka ajiye da za a yi wasu makarantayya hatta ma da university suna nan kan wannan hankalinsu. Sai sabin da suka doki muhimmanci sosai shine batun ilimi. Sun doki batun ilimi sosai baki daya. Sai suna taimako yara masu tasowa, suna ba da scholarship. Akwai wasu yara mana suke university ma Hozda ke duban su.
Kafin Hozda ya zo ba haka Hohwe Zango yake ba. A rarrabe mu ce, bacinmu ba shi guda ko kankani. Samaruna, buduri, manya, maluma, sarakuna da bacinmu ba shi hade ko kankani. Amma Allah da ikonsa da kyautansa she ya kawo muna yaranmu, samarunanmu waɗanda za su taimaki hohoi zango su ne suka zo suka kafa wani abu ana ce masa ko wani kungiya mai suna Hozda. Zuwansu ya albarkace hohoi zango sosai.
Honestly, Hozda has done a lot in terms of assisting the community of Hohoi Zongo. They've done in the aspect of assisting us to purchase a cemetery land when there was a conflict, between the Hohoi Zongo and then the Being state of Hohoi. They assisted, a band was laid on Hohoi Zongo not to bury it in the community. Hozda came out with a sum of money to donate to the community to assist us to purchase that land, and again assisted the community in putting up a clinic which is for Zongo community per se, which most of us are benefiting from it, accessing our health care.
والأنبياء المرسلين كلهم مكرمون. Blessings be upon Nabi, peace be upon the messenger and the prophets who were sent, all of them were honored. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله.
So let me quickly run down to the health sector, that which is our second pillar in our constitution as a Hozda. Second, what we realize is like since our inauguration and our first homecoming in 2011, what we did is like every year we make sure that we take professional doctors, very experienced from Accra here down to Hawaii to go and take care of our people. So I can remember our first homecoming, we take professionals from 37 and Kuala Lumpur to go and do the health screening, which is free of charge. And we just don't go there and do the health screening. We make sure that we go there with the medicine so that at the end of the day, whatever situation you find yourself, you can really have some kind of medicine to assist you. In 2012, we do the same thing. 2013, homecoming, we do the same thing. Our fourth homecoming, so no, we can't continue always sending the doctor. Even though that one is good, but that one is annually done. So why can't we have our own facilities that our brothers and sisters we can be having instead of waiting for the whole year before we go and make sure that they check what they are doing. It's based on that love and will we can say alhamdulillah that this is the real reason why the Hohoi Zongo clinic first of its kind with the whole education is born, which now we name it after what the area that is located at the Barakawa clinic. So our clinic is given birth, is the Hozda who gave birth with what? Hohoi Zongo clinic with the help of our sister association that they call what? HAMS. So after establishing this first clinic, we will now make sure we didn't just live with them. So we ask them what they need. So just so that the basic things that they need, we make sure that we provide it. And that very homecoming, when we are going, they say they need PP apparatus, they say they need diabetes test kits, they say they need the temperature check this thing, they say they need some basic painkillers and those things. So when we are going down that homecoming, we make sure that we got all those things. And alhamdulillah, we can say kudos to Hozda America. They provided all these asthma apparatus, the BP, the diabetes, the temperature this in some of these things, they were able to send it to us down from America. That's which are state of the art kind of equipment. In addition to the medicines that we go over here. So that very homecoming after our screening, so we make sure that we handle all this and hand it over to our back clinic. So we didn't do that. Then we know then they need the record, they need the computers. We promise them. So on our fifth homecoming, we make sure that we bring a brand new computers and donate it to the same what our health facility by giving them the brand new computers so that they can keep records up to date. And from then we realize that even our municipal hospitals also need help from the Hozda. So Hozda was able to our partners in Holland and America, Hozda was able to donate the beds to the 3 beds ward, all municipal ward, hospital, and the 2016-2017 we also send them this asthma apparatus that they use for checking, and not only asthma, with asthma kits that can cater for almost about 200 people, and all these things were donated to all municipal ward, hospital, just to make sure that this benefit that we are bringing to us is not for Ozongo, but with our brothers in town, wherever you are, that whoever goes also, so we're able to feel that yes, Hozda is home. There's one huge donation that we did, which Hozda haven't done since the inauguration for Hozda, which happened just recently, this 2019. What we did is like, we realized that the small facility that we have at Abaka Clinic can no longer contain the number of people who are attending it. We'll be surprised that when we look at the record, we have at least 500 attendees every week. You can imagine almost 2,000 to 3,000 attendees every month for that small facility. So there's a need for the expansion, and through the collaboration and lobbying with the whole health directorate and some partners from Korea, we're able to expand our Zongo clinic to a certain standard, including the maternity block. So now if you go, you can see our old building and you can see our new one through the partnership with our Korea partners and that of the health directorate. So you can see that facility is as well expanded thanks to these our partners. Now the facility is there. Since the last year, the facility is completed, but now no finishing, nothing. They are just standing idle, nothing can be done. Others say no. With this kind of facility, we can't let it be idle. Our mothers, whenever they want to give birth, they still go to the whole municipal hospital. Why can't we make sure that at least we fix that maternity ward so that our mothers, our sisters, our children can also give birth them? That trigger this huge donation that my president said, almost 26,000 worth of goods, and this comprises the hydraulic beds, which are all German made, and we have the fridges where they can keep the drugs, and we have the heater. You know, when you go to give them, you need the heater. We have the wheelchair, we have the tray bench, we have the delivery set, we have the blood stand. All of the only thing that we need in that maternity really is within this budget of 26,000. And we didn't just like Hozda is forward looking, so we realize that now that we bring the maternity block over there, this antenatal and postnatal will be there, and therefore Hozda provided a canopy with a bench that can be stand outside, so that crowded distance cannot be within the maternity. So the canopy and that meant that this antenatal and postnatal, that can also take care of that. So these are a huge donation, and I have to say kudos to all the Hozda members and all these donations that we fund this. There's no any person which is coming for anything outside apart from the whole Zongo citizens themselves, both home and abroad.
الصلاة على النبي والسلام على الرسول والأنبياء المرسلين كلهم مكرمون. Blessings be upon Nabi, peace be upon the messenger and the prophets who were sent. All of them were honored. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله. نور قلوبنا يا الله كقلب رسولك يا الله.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Like my brother said, I'm Hussein Mohammed. I'm the General Secretary of Hozda Documentary Association. We share the quality of Hozda. So, as part of our social responsibility, which really centered on the 3 main pillars: education, health, and other social welfare. So, part of it is our responsibility to make sure that the welfare of our people, especially the health-wise, is met. Yesterday, some of you might be aware or not, a every year we come down here with specialists to come and do medical outreach as part of our social responsibility to ensure that people down over here also enjoying good health that some of us and our parents are enjoying our proof and our friends. So this association is comprising of people over here abroad. We have branches in Ghana here, branches in America, Germany, Spain, and other West Africa countries. So if you remember some 3 years back, we donated some beds over here. It's part of the even though it wasn't forthcoming, but the possibility is more on the scholarship and other things. But not forgetting that after bringing that beds at the end of it, we still remember where we are coming from. So for that matter, we are bringing this nebulizer as a talking to this our hospital. I think it will go a long way to have a lot of people, especially those with asthmatic patients and other things. And therefore, that is the main reason why we are here.
Okay, on behalf of the management and staff of the hospital, we are so much grateful to you for the support that you have given us over the years. In fact, you said 3 years ago, yes, really we received some 3 years ago. But apart from that, through the help of Mutala, we have also received some donations, ceiling fans. I think there was another thing there. What was that thing? When we got the fans on the image. There was another thing. Yeah, so it's like we are always braving, and then we are so grateful to you for all that you have been doing for us. You may see this as a small machine, but it's a life-saving machine. So for that matter, we are so grateful to you for the life that you are going to save through this machine. I know you are doing it in a small way, but a time will come that you will do it big and everybody will be happy. We are very happy for the collaboration that you established between us. We believe that this collaboration will be stronger and stronger, will remain stronger and stronger as the years go by. We pray that God richly bless you and reward you abundantly for all that you have been doing for the hospital. And it's nice that even though some of you are not here, you keep on remembering us. And we pray that God should give you long life and prosperity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you.
And the prophets who were sent, all of them were honored. Adam, Idris, Nuh, Hud, Saleh, Ibrahim, Lut, Ismail, Ishaq, Yaqub, Yusuf.
To help our brothers, especially when you look at nowadays, that's the program that we have a lot of hypertension, diabetes. So we're bringing these activities, I think we can help detecting those kind of illness so that it can be brought under control before they get out of hand. So we are here to do that donation to you. In addition to that, we brought we didn't bring that diabetes machine alone, we brought some of the kits that the usable ones that can be used so that when you run out of it, then you can now replenish it with what you want. In addition to for the medicines, we brought some medicines over here. Even though medicine wasn't our main goal, but yesterday one we bought a lot. Yes, after America, we give them a lot of medicine. In addition, we didn't just check their health and give them to dispense the medicines to them that deserve it. So whatever left of those medicine, we brought it to this for our parents who will come out to enjoy some of the drugs and medicine that our parents, those who were able to come yesterday to enjoy. So in addition of these two equipment, the blood pressure equipment and diabetes equipment, we came to a lot of medicines that are left over here that go a long way to help this clinic. That's why we are here this morning to present this donation to you.
So on behalf of the facility and all the staff and in charge and the district director, I will accept the donation and thank you very much.
Nana, I'm on card. This one. So this is a part of the drugs that someone here. They are in the boxes.
In most community, what happens is we build the structure big, keep it down, and say, okay, we're giving a hospital to our community, and everybody goes back to wherever they're coming from. They don't care how the facility is run. But one thing I've noticed since I came here, the facility is in the heart of the community. So people like Mr. Mohammed, Lukman, and who they've been coming here and interacting with. This is a very good thing. Most of us are even learning from this community. I urge you people to keep it up. And the second aspect to is all these stuffs we have to go to help our people, which is our people. Everybody falls sick. But the problem I've noticed is we like trying the herbal medicine at home before coming. and we tend to see referral to the hospital as a punishment. These two things I've noticed. You understand? So since you are back home, you're interacting with your relatives, you can be in the conversation telling them, okay, when we came, this is what they said. So please, when they come, if they are referring you, it's because the thing is beyond them, it's not a punishment. And when the thing starts, you come. Insurance or no insurance, you come. Let's see how we can do it before it becomes worse. So that's all we have to add. And I really like to thank you people and encourage you to keep it up. We are all learning from it, and you guys are doing a very great job over here. Thanks very much. Once again, welcome.
And they organize a lot of health screening activities too, like football, quiz competition, and others, and assisted us in renovating and then putting up a very nice library for the community, donation of computers and other things in the community. So in short, Hozda is doing well.
Cikin albarkan da Hogoi Zango ya Hozda suka kama Hogoi Zango shine muna da wani daki makoya inda ake koyar da takaddun ne a samu hankali da ake ce mishi library. Su suka fara kawo library Zangonga. Yanzu haka library ma yayi muna kankani. Muna fatan zuwa gaba ma a kara a bude shi ya yawa ya fi yanda yake. Ɗaya kenan.
We realize that most of our housing community, when we go to our homes, most of our homes are not even conducive for studies. So the also put upon themselves that the first thing we have to look at, we have to get an environment which is very conducive for our brothers and sisters who can use that facility to really study very hard. And for that matter, Hozda established Hozda Zongo Library. Hozda Zongo Library, and this was built in 2014. Since 2014, we have our own library as a first community library that we have, and not only in Ozongo, but the whole Volta region as a whole. And this library has really served a lot for most of the brothers and sisters whose home are not very conducive. So now you don't have any excuse that I don't have light, I cannot study. So once you don't have conducive that environment, you can now move to the library, which is at the heart of Ozongo. That's SK Park. So everybody can go to that library and study. And we didn't just open that library as a place of study. We really stuck with the modern books. So if you can remember in that 2014, we really have this Kia Rhino, full books ranging from mathematics, literature, science, social science, and what have you. Full gear. We make sure that we loaded all these books into our library and go and stock this library. And we realize that we are now moving toward the ICT world. We are already there, we are even moving the digital world. So our people cannot really compete with that library. So after we put those books over there, we ensure that we provide them with one. First set of the computer we put there are 6 sets of computers that we show that. And when we just put computer there, we hire somebody as a librarian at the same time to who really go takes our brother and sister through what we call computer what? Literacy.
With the support of all the membership across the globe, we have been able to give scholarships to the youth of Zongo, and we've been able to help our Adabraka health facility with a lot of equipment. We've been able to support a lot with the donations to our main Hohoe District Hospital, and we've also been able to buy about 42 plots, which is about 10 acres of land at Hohoe. Part of it is being now used for our burial ground for Hohoe Zongo, and we intend to use the rest to build schools, have a school complex, and then also have a very huge medical facility for the community. And so with all this that we are looking forward to, it is a very pleasant achievement that we call on all Hozda citizens of Hohoe Zongo to come together so that we can achieve the best for our community.
So that's another aspect. Then the third aspect of education is about what? To really put our people in very competitive manner. And therefore we introduce what we call a quiz competition among 6 basic primary schools in Hohoe Zongo, which comprises Haswat, Adbaraka, EP Primary A, EP Primary B, RC Girls, and RC Boys. These people really fight for what? The royals. At which at the end of the day, EP Primary A really took the lead and became first. So so somebody will say that we are only promoting the Western education. Well, we didn't leave the Islamic education aside. We introduced the same what we call the alak and quiz competition for what? Islamic schools in Hohoe Zongo. So far we have about 40 Makanta Islamic education. So in 2015-2016, we really held a quiz competition and alak competition among the Hohoe Makarantas. As that is not enough, our brothers and sisters who are within the voter regime, Ho, Pando, Jaska, Kajabi, Papasi, they say, wow, they wish that next year they also participate in that quiz competition. And lo and behold, 2016-2017, when we went our next homecoming, Kajabi, we invited Kajabi, Jaska, Papasi, Pando, Ho to participate in Islamic alak and quiz competition, which was really hosted by what? Hohoe. And all these others have taken it on self, pay for it, make sure that the first, second, third really get their prizes, range money, stationaries, and what have you. So it's a very good this good experience that you have to be there. So and the same thing was repeated in last homecoming, which is the 8th homecoming. We really increased the number of participants. This year we've had Jinji, and we've added Go as well. So out of the 5 other people that had to the Hohoe Zongo, we now have about 7 other towns within voter regime who really participated in Quran memorization competition, in addition to intermarket quiz competition.
Apart from the annual homecoming event in our calendar, Hozda has instituted another fundraising event in Accra dubbed Hozda Educational Fundraising Dinner. This event, instituted in 2014, helps raise funds for the Hozda Education and Scholarship Fund.
Wanda aka fahimce shi jiya da shekarunsa daban, da wanda yau mu muka fahimce shi daban. Yau idan za a yi batun matashi, shekarun da ake fara labarin matasa, inda za ka je wurin sabon manzon Allah ba wannan shekaru bane. Su wannan shekarun sun tunnuna har an fara cin amfani su. Amma mu wannan shekaru namu, in ka doki ka ba matashi, to hawa yau shi bai iya bambanta tsakanin Tigoma da Ani Airtel. Bai iya bambanta tsakanin Vodafone da MTN. Domin kai wasa ka aikai shi ya sawo, zai je ya kawo maka wani abu daban ne ba wanda ka sa shi ba. Mai yasa? Don hawa shi hankalin shi bai cika mutum ba. Kaga ashe baka iya ka ba matashi wani shekaru da ake anin dora masa kamar da masu ilimi ke dorawa, domin bai dacewa da wasu ababa. Doko wani kamar Zaid ibn Sabit masala, sahabi ne na manzon Allah, wanda matashi ne amma shekarunsa duka da aka ci umfaninsa shine shekara 13. Zaid ibn Sabit ya tun zama mai rubutu duk wani abin da annabi za sauko masa shi Zaid ya rubuta yana shekara 13. a lokacin da kai naka in titi ma zai ketare shi ka kame hannunsa shi yasa na ce in mun doki nasu mu yi bayani kamar musulunci muna son mu koma da ta baya kenan. Zaid ibn Sabit cikin wanga shekarunsa annabi ya aika shi ya ja koyi yare guda biyu, ya koyi siriyanci ya koyi hibro kuma ya kara domin wasiku da za su zo masa annabi ya iya gano in ya so a karanta masa ya fahimci, in ya so a kuma rubuta kuma a kai. Ya koyi wannan duka kasa ga shekara 13. Shekara 13 cikin lissafinmu na yau yana junior JSS 1 ko 2 in ya kokari ma kenan. Ashe wannan na nuna mana in za mu doko matashi kai mu yi bayani a kanka, gambaren duniyarmu mun same shi daban, bangaren musulunci mun same shi daban, amma an ce mana da muslim youth ne to shi sa mun doko ni musulunci. Sha mu bar wanda ake karantawa a ko'ina domin ka gano kamar lokaci ya kai ka ci gaba cikin lamarinka. Ina baka wannan labari she in fita daga nan in doko maka wani matashi da shi zai yi daidai da naku shekaru. Ana ce masa Abdulrahman Nasir. Wannan mutum da musulunci ya shiga Europe kowane kabila ya doki nata. Dan Andalus ina nufi ɗan Spain ba su son su ga waɗanda ke Italy Rumawa, ba su son su ga waɗanda ke can bangare, ba su son su ga wannan. Amma da Abdulrahman ya shiga Spain yana da shekara 21 shaida ya yawo Europe ya hada dukan su suka zama mutum daya.
My brothers and sisters, the essence of us being here and the essence for organizing ourselves as a group and that we call Hozda, and the essence of setting up these educational funds that we are here to raise funds for is to seek knowledge, elevate our people, empower our people. And my warning to you is that the space within which we live in our community, the space within which we live within our regions, the space within which we live within our country, the space within which we live in this world has become very, very competitive. Our parents have lived with luck. Alhamdulillah, God has blessed them with the luck. And today, they were watchmen, they were drivers' mates, they were farmers, they were cleaners, doing all the menial jobs. Alhamdulillah. They were lucky. And with all these menial jobs that they did, they were able to educate us. And today, if we find our parents being this lucky, and now we see the environment that we live in becoming very, very competitive, so we have to arm ourselves with whatever makes us to meet the competition.
Our third point in education that Hozda is striving to achieve is our Adbarka and 2 main junior high school education that we have that we can be proud of. These all Zongo schools. We know we have Adbarka Junior High School and that of Haswad Junior High School. So how are we going to modernize this school to become a first-class school so that our brothers and sisters will no longer send their children to RC Boys, EP, demonstration? How can we see our brothers in town also saying that let me send my son to the whole Zongo school? So this is the headache that we have in our strategic plan, that is a headache that you are sitting over here, my sister that is sitting over here. Banco and Trapper is not the reason why we come here. We are here to put our head together to ensure that our Haswat and Adbarka, how are we going to modernize it so that by 2021, all Zongo season, wherever you find yourself, we can be proud that we also have a modern school in Hozda Zongo.
Hozda has since grown beyond the borders of Ghana, with branches across all the continents of the globe, notably Hozda Ghana, Hozda Accra, Hozda Ashaman Tema, Hozda Kaswa, Hozda Ho, Hozda Kumasi, and Hozda Hohoi, Hozda Diaspora, Hozda Germany, Hozda Spain, Hozda Italy, Hozda USA, Hozda South Africa, Hozda Gabon, and Middle East.
In terms of development, I think that's what we have. But let me just summarize where we are going. This is what we're able to achieve within these 8 years. We have what we call 5-year strategic plan. We started in 2017 and it will end in 2022. So what we put in future to do is to increase our scholarship scheme. Like what I said, since 2016, we're able to help 6 people to acquire admission to the tertiary institution. It's our hope that this financial year we should be able to increase those numbers. And secondly, like we are saying, we should be able to move our clinic from this level. Now we have the maternity block. It's our hope that by the year 2022, we should be able to upgrade it to what polyclinic level. And in terms of development, we should be able to now own farms for ourselves. We are working toward owning the farm, whether cashew or cocoa, whatever. We are really thinking of cash crop farming. So this is the direction at which Hozda is going. And we are calling everyone to come on board because Hozda has reached of age. It's always proud to be a Hozda member, and like I'm saying, I'm really proud to be part of the management who are able to move Hozda from these 9 years to achieve all this greater within a span of 8 years.
I think from the General Secretary, you heard him talk about education, he talked about health, and he talked about other things that the organization wants to do for the society back home.
So at this point, it is the growth that we have achieved for ourselves. It is time that we actually try as much as possible to harmonize the growth and come together. And at this point, it is unity that I am calling for.
My prayer is that we, those who are at home, should realize what they are doing for us, wake up and put in more effort in their activities, so that we can even improve on where we have reached. But they are doing a lot. So we pray that they will not be disturbed. There will not be any problem that it will reach a time where somebody will say, for me, I am tired. You should go ahead and do it for that. And we are praying that not only Hozda Zongo will benefit, but Hozda as a whole.
The effort of Hozda must be recognized in our community. Any facility that they put up, it is for the benefit of the people of the community. So I will urge all to put hands on deck for us to be able to maintain all the facilities that they have been able to put up for us for our own benefit and the benefit of the generation.
A lot more people are aware of what we are doing, but they are still not joining us. I'm asking that they join us for us to achieve the ultimate. We need everybody, even those who are standing afar and watching us. Bring your strength, bring your resources, bring your know-how. Let us all harmonize it and look for the way forward.
My final message to the community, for those residents in Hozda, those outside Hozda, is to ensure that the unity that we need to be able to bring all these developments and to make all these plans fruitful, we join hands. Please, let's unite. Divisions would make us very weak, but unity will make us very strong, and through unity we are able to do more for our community. Let's come together, let's join hands, the resources that we have, individual's resource cannot do anything. But our little resources that we join together, we can bring amazing development for Hozongo. And we are the first, we've set the, as the first community-based development organization to bring a scholarship scheme for our people in the Volta region. So let's keep the pace. Let's always set the standard for others to come and follow. Long live Hozongo. Long live Hokwe. Long live Ghana. Thank you.